Good morning. My name's Squires. Some of you know me as a housemaster of ProPert, teach some PE, but I'm also in charge of Key Stage 3, and one key part of that is Year 7, moving from Year 6 into Year 7, and how they've moved into the senior school. There's 2 points of interest. One is the curriculum, how it changes from the prep school, and 2, the associated skills that we want them to develop as they move from Year 7 into Year 13. Now, one of the most obvious changes in terms of day-to-day life, the lesson length, 7 subjects, subject specialists, Saturday school, fall co-curricular activities, 5 lessons a week. It's balanced and it's full. Now, we don't apologise for that, we think that's excellent, but at the same time, a certain amount of skills and a certain amount of aptitude, as well as their academic ability, these children have to develop. Now, if you're a Year 10 parent sitting here listening, it's the same. Having living with these 70 boys, I can tell you some of the limiting factors aren't their intellectual capabilities, it's all the associated skills that they need to pass exams. You'll see a range of subjects at Year 7. The time for specialisation isn't now. This is the time to develop skills, to enjoy subjects, to find out what they enjoy. I know some families might have a preset idea. My son will be an engineer, he will be an accountant, he will be a doctor. Perhaps he'll be a product designer, perhaps he'll be an artist, perhaps he'll be on TV, or she. The opportunity in Year 7 is to find and enjoy a range of subjects. But, as parents, it's important that you embrace these. Drama has a value in itself, but also one day they've been in an interview or stood on stage, presenting language, presenting themselves. Every subject has a set of skills that has value. The process of design, starting a project from beginning, following through all the way through to the end, presenting ideas on screen, they have value. Physical education, perhaps you think, well, not so important. Absolutely, with help, with leadership, with other skills. The point is, we offer these subjects, we ask the boys and the girls to commit to these subjects, and as parents, I will ask you to help or push these subjects at home. When you get a report, do not look at the first 3 subjects, maths, English, science, and perhaps one other. Look at all the subjects. They all have value, and the feedback from the teachers have value. There is no wasted time at school. Prep, I know a number of you will send their children to school knowing that we do their prep with them, and it's a far better and easier experience than battling at home like I currently do with my own children. They get 3 subjects a day, 20 minutes per piece, and it's never set for the next day. Prep has a value for the teachers, for the pupils, but it also has a value in terms of organisation. When they get to Year 12 and when they get to Year 13 and Year 11, where they're independent, they're organising their lives. And when they get to university, when a lecturer walks in, talks to them and walks out, and they have to organise their own homework, prep, essays. If prep's not done, the housemaster and myself get a note, a concern, and then we can deal with that. I think they quickly realise that prep that isn't organised and isn't finished doesn't go unnoticed. You'll get a report. Miss Webster discussed there's 2 elements of this. There's an effort and there's an attainment grade. Now that kind of goes all the way through school. There is a tendency to look at the attainment grade. Quickly see how they've done. They're doing well. They've got a high grade, be it a B or be it a 4 or 5. That's okay. But I would ask you to focus on the effort. Effort will continue to be a limiting factor all the way through to the 6th form. And effort is something as parents and as teachers we can ask the children to control. You're born with a set of genes, you've got a certain academic ability. At the same time, that academic ability will not be reached without the effort. The effort is important. When I look at boys, particularly in Year 7 and girls in Year 7, I look at the academic grades, but I really look closely at the effort grades. because that tells me a little bit about them and how hard they're working and how they cope longer down the line. And frankly, all we can ask of the children are they doing everything they can do? And if they're trying their very best and taking all the feedback and all the effort, and they're getting a grade that's within their capabilities, then they're doing really well. So please do look at those grades carefully. I know the tutors have talked and will talk to those students not only about the attainment but about the effort. Alongside these executive skills, they're really important. Now, I think about the year 7s and coming up from prep school, and I know about the year 13 boys that I'm about to send off to university. I see both ends. And I know which students suffer or struggle at year 12 and 13 and then in university and beyond. The same in year 10 and 11. Because there's skills or executive skills that they need to help them get through. It's not about knowing algebra. That's important. But that's just not enough. There's other things that these children have to have. Zest, an ability to be in class, to be interested, to be engaged, to finish what they begin. Does it get hard? Do they stop? Or do they carry on going? Have they got an academic stamina? Do they actively participate? Or are they sat there just waiting for someone to impart knowledge on them? Because at university, they won't. They'll walk in, talk and walk out. Are they organised? Do they do brilliant essays? Or do they leave them at home? Or do they miss their deadlines? Do they invigorate others, those around them, their teachers? Do they try hard, even if they failed? This is the value of the other subjects. Maybe drama's a really difficult subject for them. In 5 years' time, we're not doing drama. But at that time, in year 7, they learn lessons. They're on stage, they're talking, they find it hard. But they're learning skills. They're overcoming speed bumps. And if you overcome speed bumps at year 7 and 8, when it gets really hard at 9 and 10, 11 and 12, you're more prepared to do that. They've got grit. They're dogged. They don't stop. They keep working hard. They try their best and they achieve their best. And they can work by themselves. They don't need a tutor to do their homework with them at the weekend. They don't need to sit next to a teacher all the time. They get given homework and they can complete it. Or they have a really good go at doing it before they ask for help. Because that independence, when they move away from you, maybe 6,000 miles to the UK, is really important. And the last thing for me is school should be fun. Please don't mistake the senior school as super serious. Prep school is something where you enjoy, but year 7, year 8, year 9 as something that isn't a happy time. Your children should be smiling. School should be fun, it should be balanced. At times it will be hard, but overall, school should be fun. And if you're not enjoying school, please contact us, because something there will be wrong.